What's going on, y'all? Back here with another one, guys. We are at the DC tonight, y'all. I'm here at the DC, guys, and I'm gonna let y'all know, guys, it's official. Your boy is quitting Werner. I'm leaving the company, guys. I just came up here to drop the truck off to the DC. I'm gonna get into full details with what happened, why am I quitting, and all of that later in the video, but it's definitely official. Your boy is leaving Werner. We are done with the Dollar Tree account. We just done with Werner in general, guys. So right now we just doing a little walk around because I don't want to, you know, have them say anything wrong with the truck. The truck is still fairly brand new. I don't want to walk here. Y'all see there's a puddle here, but it is what it is. I ain't trying to get my feet wet, but the truck is still fairly brand new, guys. There's no scratches on it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good on the truck. No damages. But yeah, guys, it's official. I'm leaving Werner, y'all. On the bigger and better things, guys. As you guys know, I've been frustrated with Werner since I've been here. I've been here going on 2 years, y'all. So I haven't had the best experience since I've been here on this account. The account has its days. Not gonna say it's all bad, but for like 95% of it is all bad. But you know, it is what it is, y'all. So pretty much, guys, that's it. We're done with Werner, guys. I can't say that I feel sad or mad. It's just that I've been tired. Like, a lot has been going on since I've been here, and I just felt like it was time for me to make that move, y'all, to better myself. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that there's no opportunity here. There's really no opportunity here, especially like if you live up northeast. It's just dollar stores. So pretty much, you know, you already know what comes with that territory. So I just wanted to be able to better myself, y'all. So show y'all. They got their tablet back. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. But oh, we gotta turn the lights on. I hate when it's dark. Can't see. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's not all the lights, man. What happened to the lights? Let's turn the ones on in the back too. Okay, perfect, y'all. So it's official, y'all. We out of here, guys. Truck's empty. Cabinets are empty, guys. I've been making my movements since that last delivery that y'all saw. Y'all can't see in here, but it's empty. That last delivery was officially my last load. Just decided to make the choice to better myself, guys. Cabinets is empty. Only thing that's up there is their Werner jacket. Never wore it, and I don't need it, so it is what it is. Ain't nothing up here, y'all, as y'all can see. All the cabinets is empty, guys. Everything is empty. We got what on the mileage? 56,000. It's still a brand new truck. So whoever gets this truck next should be happy. They're getting a brand new truck. This Werner hat. They could keep that. I don't need that. We better than that, man. We don't need that. So right now we about to park up the truck, guys. I'm gonna leave the key in the ignition. Probably later on in the video we're gonna get to the nitty-gritty of why I'm leaving Werner, what's going on, what's my next plan. That's pretty much it, y'all. We at the DC, guys. So we about to go park up this truck, guys. That's what we about to do now. So I'll get back to y'all after we park up the truck. All right, y'all, so we parked up the truck. Tablets on the floor in the box. That's it for us, guys. We checking up out of here. So that's it, y'all. We parked up. We getting out of here, y'all. Werner, it's been real, but your boy gotta go. So I came up here like a vigilante in the night to drop off their truck. Just making sure everything goes off. So we're gonna do one last walk around, make sure everything's good on the truck. Everything is good. Only thing that's missing is just right here. You know, I'm notorious for breaking off my mud flap, but other than that, the truck is still in good condition, so can't really complain. They left a bunch of rollers here. They got their rollers back. Everything's good. Truck's good. No damages, no nothing done to the truck. So we getting out of here, y'all. Keys in the ignition. Oh, let me put that on the video too. Got the keys in the ignition. Key in the ignition right there, y'all. So we out of here, guys. So this is the last time y'all will see me in this distribution center. I'm getting out of here, guys. I gotta do it. I want to better myself, you know, and I just felt like there's really no opportunity here for me to better myself. I'm just making the company money, and it's just a lot of politics here. If y'all watch my videos, y'all always know, y'all hear me say it's a lot of politics here. So since I'm not a part of the company anymore, I'll get into those politics and let y'all know the real of what's going on and all of that. But we'll do that later in the video. Ooh, wow, almost an accident right there, boy. They don't be playing. But it's a lot that I gotta share with y'all. So I'm definitely gonna go. I'm gonna go all in. I'm not gonna hold back. There's a lot of things that y'all don't know. You know, I try to keep things to a minimum on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it, you know, to a minimum because I was still working here at the company, but I'm definitely gonna get into it, and I'm definitely not holding back when it comes to Werner. Nothing against Werner, but this video will be geared towards a review of working at this distribution center, because I can't say that every Dollar Tree distribution center is bad. I can't say Werner is bad. This video will be geared towards how things move at this distribution center, and anybody that comes here in the future, if y'all live in the Northeast, y'all live in this area, and you're gonna be on the Dollar Tree account, y'all gonna know what to look for, what to expect, and just my honest review on how this Windsor Dollar Tree distribution center works. So we gonna get into that, y'all. But other than that, right now, I'm about to get out of here, guys. It sucks that I gotta walk all the way down, but it is what it is. Dollar Tree, it's been real. Peace. I'm out of here, y'all. I gotta check up a deuce to these guys, man. This has been the craziest 2 years of my life working at this company. So it's a blessing to be moving on and going somewhere else. I'll let y'all know later on in the video where we going, but we definitely gonna get into everything, everything from start to finish of my time being here at Werner. So we checking out of here, guys. I'm gonna catch y'all in a little bit. Probably the next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be in my house and we gonna chop it up and Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. We out of here, guys. It's a celebration, y'all. We out of here. So, you know, I had to do my vigilante Batman move in the night to get out of here. It's Friday, so it is what it is. They knew it was coming, but I'll get into that with y'all later. But yeah, that's it, guys. No more of this. We ain't never coming back to this. We ain't never doing this again. I'll catch y'all in a bit. What's going on, y'all? So it's been a while. I've been struggling to record this video for you guys. I've been trying to record this video for like about a month now, and I pretty much have been unsuccessful due to the fact of me starting my new job. I've been here for like a month now. I left Werner in March, and as soon as I left Werner, I ended up coming here, and I've just been going through the process of trying to get myself acclimated with how things work here at the new company. You know, just different procedures. You know, I'm doing a whole different thing now. We're gonna get into that in another video, but today we're pretty much here to discuss Werner, why I left, and pretty much just giving a general review of how things work at the distribution center in Windsor. So I'm not going to give a general review on Werner because I wouldn't say Werner is a bad company. I just think that your experience and what accounts is available to you is dependent on where you live at, what state you live in, what part of the United States you live in. Pretty much, like, you know, I just think that outside of like the Northeast is more accounts available. There's more things to do. So it just depends on your location. But I wouldn't say Werner is completely a bad company, guys. Werner is a great company. They have a lot of, you know, good people there at the different terminals and stuff like that. It just depends on where you are. Like, you know, just depends on, like I said, where you are, where you're located. So I'm going to try my best not to drag this video out too long. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible because I want to, you know, start pushing out my other content. So pretty much, like I said, I'm just going to touch on a few topics in regards to me working at Werner. So I started at Werner 2 years ago. I pretty much started in the summertime, which is like the worst time to start in a Dollar Tree account due to the heat. Like, I remember like my first week working at Werner, we were having like a heat wave. It was like 90 degrees outside, like every day for like the whole week. And, you know, inside that trailer was like super hot. So, as you may know, guys, like maybe you might not have known, but I've been miserable working at Werner since I started working there. Not Werner itself, but just working on that account, I've been miserable. A lot of people in the comment section on my videos, like, you know, they try to make it seem like it's super easy to do that account. You know, and a lot of people just be talking. Like, I try not to pay too much attention to them, but, you know, I clap back at whoever I need to clap back at, and you know, I'll just be like, yo, do it yourself. You know, show me that you could do this job better than me. So at the end of the day, I try not to let too much negativity, you know, bother me. You know, at the end of the day, it's my opinion, it's my journey, it's what I'm going through, and how everybody else feels, you know, it's on them. I really don't care. But anyway, so I pretty much started, like I said, in the summertime, being in the back of that truck. It was hot. What really drew me to come into work at Werner was just like how, you know, you guys know how recruitment is. Like, they talk to you, they tell you all these wonderful things. Oh yeah, you know, what I heard when I first came there was, you know, this guaranteed pay. You know, you do 3 loads a week, you get guaranteed pay, and, you know, you got drivers making like what is it, $92,000 a year in that account. You got drivers making up to $100,000 on that account. So, you know, me coming into, you know, the trucking industry, I previously worked at Western Express for like 3 months. You know, $92,000 sound like good money, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I mean, I had an idea of it because I was watching videos on YouTube. Shout out to my trainer, TWT Trucking. He's pretty much the person that I watched the whole time when I was coming into working on the account. I actually found him on YouTube and, you know, got in contact with him and had him as my trainer. So I knew what I was getting myself into, but I didn't know the extremities of, you know, the account. So working on that Dollar Tree account is very physical. It's a very exhausting job. I just feel like it's a very old barbaric system of how they move products into these stores. Usually, like if you see like any other company, you know, most things are on pallets, and the way that they have these Dollar Tree stores built, there is no loading docks. So there's some stores with loading docks, and there's most majority of stores don't have loading docks. So, you know, I guess, you know, to save money and, you know, them not having to, you know, spend a lot of money on repairs, they just came up with the cheapest idea. Well, let's go on Amazon and get a bunch of rollers, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, have them send it down the boxes down on the rollers one by one. And I'm just like, yeah, this makes no sense, especially like a 53-foot trailer, and, you know, it's a solo job. A job like this, a job like working on that Dollar Tree account needs to be a team job. It shouldn't be a solo job. It's a lot for one person. No matter what anybody says in the comments, like, it's a lot for one person. It's very exhausting. It takes a lot out on your body. So you know, it's very hard work. It's laborious work. So what was I saying? So basically, yeah, it's the system is very old. That way of unloading products is a very barbaric system. I 100% don't agree with it. I feel like, you know, a lot of that stuff would be a lot easier if it was just palletized. You know, we definitely, at that time when I was working there, we needed lift gated trucks just to be able to drop off those things. There should be no reason why, you know, we go into a store and we're spending 6 hours, you know, at one stop, and then still got 2 more to do. You know, lack of staff, you know, most of these Dollar Trees, you know, especially with the economy, everything going on in the economy, you know, Dollar Tree not wanting to pay overtime. You know, a lot of the stores didn't have staff. They couldn't retain staff. So it was just, you know, a hit or miss when you go to these stores. It was just like, some stores will have four unloaders, some stores will be 2, some stores it'll be 1. You know, y'all seen videos of me, you know, working on the back of that truck, jumping down and going into the store and helping out just to, you know, get things moving. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, speed up my day, because I do have another, you know, I had other places to go. I was running out of time or whatever. And you know, most drivers, they don't want to stay overnight, you know, and do layovers, because, you know, they only pay you $75 for layovers, and when you really add that to your check, you know, that gets eaten up in taxes. So it's really not worth it for you to stay overnight, because that $75 you'll never see it. So that was one of my biggest gripes with working on that account, was the lack of staff. Also the lack of organization with management. A lot of those managers in the office, they have no idea how the job works. They're just looking at it from a computer aspect of it. The logistics of going into some of these stores with a 53-foot trailer just didn't make any sense. At the end of the day, you know, you're putting your license on the line going into these stores, you know, with a 53-foot trailer, and they're expecting you not to hit a tree, not to, you know, take off a piece of the side of the building, or, you know, a pole, anything. So they really have no idea how difficult it is to get a trailer that size into those doors behind the store. And it just logistically didn't make sense to me. Some of those places that I was going to, you know, you're putting your license on the line at the end of the day, and if anything goes wrong, you know, everybody's so quick to blame the truck driver. It's the truck driver's fault. You know what I'm saying? No company is going to take the blame for anything. They'll just blame it on the truck driver. So management is just very unorganized. basically me saying unorganized, meaning like, well, I want to say like we didn't have enough people. We didn't have, I mean, not enough people. We didn't have enough work for everybody. So it was just like in disarray. That's why you guys see me going. Sometimes you'll see me doing Dollar Tree. Other times, you know, y'all see me on the Coca-Cola account. Y'all see me doing Ferguson. Y'all see me going over the road. Because for a while, we had too many drivers and not enough work. So one thing about working at that distribution center is just not only Werner there. There's Snyder, there's Total, there's US Express, Swift is up there. You know, they were handling like the refrigerated part of it. There was Variant, you know, different companies. And at one point, Werner had about like 86 drivers, and you know, it's just not enough to go around between everybody, you know, not knowing how many drivers, you know, the other companies have. And just looking at the size of that distribution center, you clearly could see it's not enough work for everybody. So eventually some people are going to starve and some people are going to eat. So that's what it came down to. So, you know, instead of them telling us what was really going on, they kind of just kept us in the dark about everything, you know, in regards to, you know, work. Like, you know, some weeks you'll get 2 loads, some weeks you'll get 1 load, you know, and if you're like one of those, you know, boot kissers that be in the office every day, you're getting 3 loads, or you're getting loads with miles on it. So now, talking about the miles now, when you work in the Northeast, everything is really close to each other. So, you know, you're servicing states like New York, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine. Most of these loads that you're getting, you're probably like driving for like an hour and a half, 2 hours the most. Unless you're going to Maine, then you're like doing three hours. You know, those main loads, like I've only done two loads up there since when I was working at Werner. I don't know who gets those loads on a regular, but you know, that's pretty much the load that gives you the most miles, unless you're going upstate New York, going towards like Canada. I went up there like, you know, once, you know, to head up there. You know, it's like, you know, you're averaging about like maybe, I want to say 400 to 500 miles a week. And then, you know, they're giving you the little 92 cents a mile, but it's like, you know, it looks good on paper, but then when you actually sit down and you do the math, and you got to think about, man, like in order for me to make a decent paycheck, like I got to be doing 4 to 5 loads a week. And you thinking about the physical wear and tear that you're putting on your body physically, you cannot do 4 to 5 loads a week, especially as a solo driver. It will eat you alive. And we didn't have the work, like I said. They pretty much kept us in the dark about what was going on, you know, and it just kept bringing in more and more people every day. You know, you're just seeing new faces inside there. You're just like, yo, we don't have enough work for everybody. You know, y'all got to put a hold on, you know, the amount of people y'all taking in. You know, that account was pretty much a revolving door. So pretty much people were leaving and they had people coming in, and, you know, people were getting fed up, and it's just like, you know, you're pretty much fighting for your loads, you know, when it shouldn't be like that. So that was pretty much the reason why you guys see me bouncing around from place to place. You know, I didn't really, the most I made on that account was when I was going over the road. That was the only time when I made the most money. Like I made the most money going over the road because I was, you know, getting the Dollar Tree pay to go over the road. So, you know, that's pretty much when I made most of my money. But anytime when I was doing a regular Dollar Tree, you know, you're looking at like a little $600, $700 check. You know what I'm saying? It's really not worth it for the amount of work that you're doing. You know, you thinking about it like, you know, all the boxes that you're moving, you know, it's really not worth it. So just going back to like the pay, So one time when I went down to Texas, I actually bumped into a gentleman who was at the Dallas terminal, and he was doing the Dollar Tree account out in Oklahoma. So those people that work inside out there in those locations, they're the ones that's making those, you know, $92,000 a year, because, you know, he was going from Oklahoma to Seattle, or Oklahoma to like Utah, Washington State, you know, Montana, those places like that. You know, he was getting over like 1,000 miles a week. Meanwhile, us here in the East Coast, we over here getting, you know, crumbs, and, you know, there's no incentives, there's no bonuses. We wasn't getting nothing. Like, they wasn't feeding us nothing. Like, they didn't care. So that was another reason that, you know, was just kind of like propelling me to end up leaving Werner. There was times where I was just like, you know, staying because, you know, I was trying to hold on in hopes that things would end up getting better, but it eventually didn't get better. So I pretty much had to make the decision to cut the cord, you know, and go out and see what else is out there. You know, there is life outside of Werner. So, you know, anybody that's like thinking about, you know, moving on from Werner, just know that there's life outside of Werner. Like, you're not stuck. You know, me, I felt trapped a little bit because, like, you know, I'm still new in this trucking thing. You know, I don't really have all the answers. I don't have a lot of guidance. I'm the only truck driver in my family. So pretty much it was just kind of like me having fears of like moving on and not being able to like find success somewhere else, you know, thinking like, you know, maybe like, you know, things are the same anywhere I go, even though it is the same pretty much. I like to say, like, leaving Werner is like jumping from one frying pan to the next. Every company has its own issues. Every company has its own, you know, BS and nonsense. So, you know, you're leaving one frying pan to go into another frying pan. So every place has drama. Every place has, you know, horrible managers, whatever. So, pretty much, you know, I just had to make that decision, guys. I just had to make that decision and do what was best for me and move on. That was just pretty much basically my thought process after not seeing things getting better, the lack of communication from the people in the office who's supposed to be leaders. You know, they pretty much sat there and said nothing, and they're the ones getting the bonuses for us doing all the work, doing all the hard labor. You know, they wasn't even cutting us nothing. Like, you know, even down to driver appreciation, you saw what they gave us. They went inside the warehouse, they made a bag with the $1.25 items, and they gave it to us and gave us some slices of pizza, and, you know, that was driver's appreciation week. So that just goes to show you what they think about you at the job, like, you know, your value at the job. So another thing that kind of like upset me with Werner was just like the way that the trailers were being packed. As you see in my videos, a lot of times y'all see me ducking and diving, bobbing and weaving back there, fighting for my life, trying not to get hit in the head with boxes. Those trailers were poorly packed. A lot of those trailers are poorly packed. I don't know what the process is behind packing those trailers, but, you know, Werner likes to big up safety, but that whole back of that truck is a safety hazard. You know, you got heavy items on the top, you got tableware on the top, you got boxes of bleach on the top, you got sodas on the top, and when you pull one thing out, everything comes down and you run the risk of getting hit, getting hurt, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, then you have double stack pallets. It's not even supposed to be like that. You shouldn't be unloading a double stack pallet. You know, y'all bring the pallets in with a forklift, it's not coming off the truck whole. You have to literally break these things down. So, you know, Werner is very deceptive. Majority of the work that you do get at one point was like 4 stops, and the piece count was so heavy because they started the $1+ thing, and the $1+ thing in the beginning, they used to send a trailer only filled with $1+ items, and then they just got to the point where they say, you know what, we're not going to do that no more, I guess. And then they just started mixing it in with the regular items. So now you having like 4,500 piece loads, and, you know, Warner, like, the people in the office, not even just Warner, the people in the office literally have to lie to you to get you to work. So there's plenty of times where, like, you know, they'll call you on the phone and they're like, oh, hey, you know, they'll put a load on you. And, you know, it's just the funniest thing, like, the way that they give you a load. It's no forced dispatch, so you're never forced to take a load. But it's just funny the way that they do it. So they put it on you, and then later in the day, they'll call you like, hey, oh, I'm just calling to confirm your load. And you're like, what load? Like, oh, well, you know, you have a load on you for da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, why would you put it up there? And, you know, I didn't even say yes or no. You just put it up there. So now if I tell you no, now you got to go call the next person, you know what I'm saying, to see if you can find somebody to cover the load. So then, you know, you'll ask the piece count. So with the piece count being so big and the 4 stops, you know, being the way it is, they know that some drivers who are hip to what's going on are not going to take those 4,500 piece count loads, or 40,000 piece count, because, you know, you're pretty much going to be there all day. You're starting at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. You're going to be there till 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night, unloading or trying to make your way back home. So, you know, they started being deceptive with the numbers. They'll tell you, oh yeah, well, it's about, you know, this stop got 1,300, the second stop got 900, this one got this. And then when you actually get the paperwork, it's completely different. I'm like, why do you guys have to lie? Like, just tell the truth and just, like, you know, leave it up to the driver to make the decision whether they want to do that kind of heavy work or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? But they kind of got, you know, hip to, like, drivers not wanting to do the work. So they just came up with the concept of, let's just lie to them. And then when they get there, you know, they already committed to it. So, you know, they can't turn it down. They already committed to it. So now, you know, you as a driver walking there, you open the trailer doors, and then you have to see, and you get your paperwork, and you got to see, like, oh man, well, everything that he told me earlier was a lie. And now, you know, I can't take it back. Now I can't leave it here because I already committed to it. So, pretty much that's, like, another thing that kind of, like, got me, you know, on edge with them, was the lying. The lack of communication, the lack of leadership in that office, horrible. You know what I'm saying? Most of those people that sit in that office, they don't even have CDLs, so they, you know, you can't even connect with them on certain topics and certain things that's going on. They don't really do ride-alongs. For the time that I've been there, the period of time that I've been there, I didn't see no ride-alongs. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what was going on out on the road, like, they weren't even doing that. So, pretty much, like, you know, that's pretty much sums up everything that you need to know. Like, these guys really, they don't care about you. It's about the money. So, Warner makes about $7,000 off one load, you going to Dollar Tree, and they're pretty much cutting you like 92 cents a mile and $300 to unload. And then it's really not worth it when you add it up. You know, you probably make that same amount of money flipping burgers at you know, White Castle or McDonald's or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the wear and tear that you're putting in your body, like I said, you know, the exhaustion, you know, being out there in all types of weather, hot, cold, you know, rain, sleet, snow, it's just not worth it. So so I don't really gel too much with people in that office, because, you know, it's a respect thing, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like they don't really have respect for the drivers. You know, they don't really connect with their drivers. You know, we never have meetings to discuss things, you know, topics and, you know, problems that we have. We never have meetings. So, and I felt like that's what kind of, like, kept us divided amongst each other, was the fact that we didn't have meetings, because none of us in there really knew each other enough for us to have meetings and sit down and talk to each other and say, you know, hey, you know, we got to make a change. We need to go on strike. And, you know, if we want more money, we got to go on strike. So they kept us from actually having meetings with them, you know, by keeping us divided. So, you know, there was never no daily meetings, no nothing. It was just get a load and go, pick it up and go. So, I could count on, like, how many times on one hand, how many times I've been in that office, just because I just ain't have time for, like, the fakeness, the nonsense. Like, you know, the times that I do go in there, I see people sitting down in there, you know, laughing, you know, joking with these people in the office. I'm like, these people don't even have, they don't even care about you. They don't even care if, like, you get hurt back there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not here to make friends with none of y'all. You know, at the end of the day, you guys are, you know, salary workers. You know, y'all get paid to sit down and answer phones all day and punch keys on the computer. You know, I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, you guys have no idea, you know, the things that your drivers are going through out here on the road. So, anyway, you know, and just like, you know, it was just a lot of politics in that office. You know, you have, you know, people in there sleeping with each other, you know, all type of craziness going on in there, you know, just poor management, you know what I'm saying? It was just really, really bad in there. So pretty much I'm about to just dive into whatever, you know, led up to me leaving Werner. I don't want to drag this video out too long, but so pretty much, guys, y'all saw that load that we did leading up to my last load, that New York City load in Ozone Park. Y'all seen, you know, that was an overnight load, and that was pretty much the last straw for me. After I had did that load, so I headed back up to the DC. Super tired after that. As I'm driving up, I'm on the highway, I'm on 95 going up, and I see it on my tablet that I had a new work order coming in. So I'm like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? They about to hook me up for Saturday or whatever, and you know, I'm probably gonna get something. So I said, well, when I get to the TA, because I was gonna go to the TA anyway to get some rest, and I said, when I get to the TA, I'm gonna look at that message and see what was going on. So get to the TA, and I see pretty much that I have a load on me that pretty much I will have to pick up today and drive up to Lynn, Massachusetts and deliver the next day. And I was just like, I'm exhausted. Like, I can't even think about doing another load right now. I just pretty much did an overnight load. I ain't sleep yet. I drove up here tired, you know what I'm saying? And I can't go, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put myself in that type of predicament to drive tired and, you know, something end up happening and me having to take the whole blame and, you know, going with the whole yada, yada, yada about the, oh, this was a preventable accident. You know, if you knew you were tired, then you should have said something, blah, blah, blah. So I said, all right, well, let me sleep for a little bit. You know, maybe I might take it depending on how I feel when I wake up. If not, then I'm just going to just tell him like, no. So I got to the TA. Like I said, I went to sleep, woke up, felt like trash. I was like, instantly, I was like, nah, I'm going to call him and tell him I'm not going to take it. So I called him on the phone, told him that, you know, hey, you know, I just came back. I'm exhausted. You know, I don't got the energy for it. I'm not going to be driving tired, you know, to do a load. And it's going to Lynn, Massachusetts. That load, you already know. Anybody that been to Lynn, ever done stops in Lynn, you already know. You're going to be there all day because those stores are super slow. So, and the parking is horrible. So, I spoke to somebody in the office. They said, okay, yeah, no problem. We're going to take it off, blah, blah, blah. So what they ended up doing was not taking it off. They left it on me. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, they tried to set me up for like a no-show for my delivery. So I get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, hey, we noticed that you haven't moved yet towards the direction of the load. So respectfully, I told the guy, hey, listen, I spoke to somebody in the office earlier. I told him that I wasn't taking that load. So, you know, take it off. Like, I'm not doing a load. So he said, all right, you're going to take it off. It's not a problem, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to push the load. All right, cool. Do that. And let me get back to my sleep. So, stayed on me for a couple hours. And then, right after that, they sent me a load, which was my very last load that I did, that you guys see me do, my very last load as a Werner driver. They sent me that load to do in Long Island. And let's just say, like, those people inside the office, they play with your money a lot. Anybody that goes to Long Island, you're supposed to get Long Island pay. You go to Yonkers, you're supposed to get Yonkers pay. I did not know that until I actually went to Yonkers for the first time, and I actually seen that I had a Long Island pay on my paycheck. And pretty much that pay, you're getting like, what, $47? You're supposed to get it, but they put it when they want to put it. So they play around with your money, and which is why they have that whole lawsuit going on right now with, you know, drivers missing money, drivers not being paid what they're supposed to be paying because people in the office are playing with your money. So also, you know, if you're working at Werner, watch your money, because those people, they do play with your money. And, you know, this is how people end up getting hurt, because money is very important. We all got families, and we got bills to pay, you know, mouths to feed. So just be aware that, you know, they do play with your money inside that office there in Windsor. So I'm just letting you guys know. But anyway, that they gave me that load to go to Long Island. I took that load, and prior to me taking that load, I got a phone call from somebody in the office, and they wanted to discuss a couple things. So pretty much, I got a phone call from one of the people in the office saying that, hey, you know, me and my bosses, we put together a list, and you know, of all the drivers with low productivity, and you fell on that list. And I'm sitting here like, low productivity. I'm like, wow. So what, you want me to be back there cranking out 12 to 16,000 boxes a week? No, I'm not doing that. You do it. If you feel like my productivity level is low, then you do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be back there cranking out 16,000 boxes a week, and you guys are barely paying me anything. You guys are paying pennies. Y'all skimpy on loads. Y'all don't have enough loads, and then, you know, your expectations are high, and your work is low. And then when you do give work, you're literally giving work that, you know, you do one load, and you know you're burning out your drivers essentially off of one load, and then you're expecting more from your drivers after you just burnt out your driver off of one load. So pretty much that just didn't make sense to me. And then my productivity level is low when, you know, I don't control what it is that you give me. And if you do give me something and it doesn't make sense, then I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I was just like, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stressed it. I was like, you know, I already have my plan B in effect anyway. So he was just like, yeah, well, you know, we could get you 3 loads a week to get you back up to speed. And I'm like, oh, so you guys do have 3 loads a week to give out. So all the time before, when you know, you got drivers here struggling and, you know, starving and trying to survive, you know, you guys are giving 3 loads a week to certain people, you know what I'm saying? And the rest of us is out here, you know, with nothing. So I was like, all right, cool, no problem. I'm saying, yeah, you know, sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm asking what his plan is. Oh, you know, we get you 3 loads a week, get you back up to speed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Cool, no problem. You know, in my mind, I'm like, I'm still not doing that. Even if I was going to stay, I'm not going to do 3 loads a week. I was like, you must be out your mind. Unless you finna increase my pay and increase the unload, then that's the only way you're getting 3 loads a week out of me. For this amount of money and the amount of stress that I'm going through at these stores, it's not even worth doing 3 loads a week. So anyway, he says that, and then he goes into another topic. He's like, hey, you know, also we seen that you put in an application with another job, and we just wanted to know if you were still, you know, having thoughts of staying with Werner. And I was just like, oh, you know, well, you know, I gave him a nonsense lie because I already knew I was gone. I was like, yeah, you know, I was just looking for information, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, and the only way I could have got the information, you know, was just if I decided to, you know, I had to fill out an application to get the information. He's like, oh, okay, well, you know, that's okay as long as you just don't do a drug test, because, you know, if you do a drug test, then, you know, that's you pretty much terminating your employment with Werner. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I was like, I got my drug test scheduled for the end of the week, and I plan on leaving you guys at the end of the week anyway. So we pretty much got off the phone after that, and from right then and there, I went and I did that Long Island load, and y'all seen the nonsense that happened at that load, the lack of communication with the timing of the loads and all of that. And, you know, that was just pretty much it for me after that. After I did that my last load, I took a week off, and I pretty much went MIA, and I started doing what I had to do for me to move on to the next company. And pretty much when y'all seen that video of me dropping off that trailer at the DC, that was it for me. So that was pretty much the end of it for me, guys. Like, I had enough. Like I said, guys, there's a lot of things at that distribution center. There's a lot of things that, you know, stand in your way of making money, and, you know, lack of communication. And, you know, if you're new and you're coming to Werner and you're watching this video, I wouldn't say not to come in on the Dollar Tree account, but just know what you're getting yourself into. Be aware of what's going on at that distribution center. Take a look at everything. Take a look at how many drivers you see, how many companies you see there, how many loads you see there, you know, how many trailers you see, you know, that's loaded or empty. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware of what's going on, because those people in that office do not care about you or your safety or your family or you making money. The only good thing about working that account that I can say is basically, if you are not good at backing, working on that Dollar Tree account will get you right with your backing. That is the only thing. And maybe if you're trying to lose weight, you know what I'm saying, or get your body right, yeah, you'll lose a couple pounds there, you know, because you will be back there touching every box. So just know, like, if you're coming to Werner and them recruiters are telling you, like, hey, you know, you can make this amount of money, you're not going to make it there working in that Northeast region. You're not going to make it. Don't believe the hype. Whatever you see, don't believe the hype. And just, you know, stay there, get your experience, and leave. Don't try to make a career out of that. Don't waste your time. So, you know, if you got to make that decision, y'all, people that are working at Werner and watching this video, just know that there's life outside of Werner. You know what I'm saying? I left. I'm at a new company now, guys. You know, been here a month, and it's been a rough transition for me, but you know, things are starting to get better right now. So I wanted to check in with you guys and let you guys know what was going on. You know, I got people in the comment section asking me if I quit, you know, I quit Werner and if I quit YouTube altogether. And it's just, nah, I haven't quit. Like, I'm just, you know, transitioning right now and going through a couple things, you know, here at the new job. You know, I'm doing, you know, coming from touch freight, you know, into something else, and, you know, trying to get accustomed with, you know, what's going on. But like I said, guys, you know, it's a lot of politics at that distribution center, guys. Just be aware. They don't really care about you in there. And just try to do your best and keep your record clean, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you do plan to go to another company, keep your record clean, because these companies will check to see if you got accidents, if you got anything, and working that kind of account will mess up your record. So try to stay as clean as possible, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay as clean as possible, and pretty much, you know, keep your head down, stay humble, and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just a lot of miscommunication, a lot of lack of leadership at that distribution center, a lot of politics. You know, I just wish, you know, things were a lot different, because I did actually enjoy, you know, that account had its good days and it's had its bad days, you know, but it's just, you know, a lot of things that just factor into you just wanting to quit. You know, I know I'm not the only person there, because I have talking to drivers that been there and actually recognize me and see me on the videos, and they actually, you know, talk to me and they say, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I haven't gotten a load in a week, or I'm getting one load a week, and what's going on? And, you know, and I just tell them, like, yo, just keep your eyes open, know what's going on. The answers is right here. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much, just know that that account, every dollar, every dime, every nickel, every penny that you make, you will work for every penny in the back of that truck. So that job is literally a sweatshop on wheels, guys. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't wish that on anybody, to have to do that kind of work. And, you know, for the naysayers who think that it's easy, you know what I'm saying? You know, people just be talking, you know what I'm saying, in the comments. And, you know, they pretty much, you know, those are the people that just do drop and hook all day. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never really got dirty. You know, they sit in the truck all day, hold the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, they don't really have an idea of how grueling and how gruesome that job is. Like, you know, that kind of physical labor is a lot for one person to do, especially the amount of repetitive times that they want you to do it. But like I say, y'all, I pulled that trigger. I'm happy I pulled that trigger, guys. I don't plan on coming back to Werner. Anything going forward now is up for me. So Werner was just a learning experience for me. I'm glad I got what I got out of Werner for the time that I was there. Like I said, the backing, you know, when I came to Werner, I wasn't great with my backing, but, you know, me doing those Dollar Tree stores pretty much helped my backing, y'all. So, you know, and I got the experience to move on. So, you know, I got what I needed and I was able to do what I had to do, guys. So pretty much, you know, like I say, y'all, if you are, you know, working at Werner, get your experience, and get out. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to stay on that Dollar Tree account long if they don't make changes. You know what I'm saying? You know, you would have thought that with the $1+ thing coming in, they would have renegotiated a contract and gave the drivers something extra, but pretty much they negotiated whatever for them and they forgot about the drivers. So, you know, and it would be pretty interesting to see what that contract is, you know, the payout and everything. You know, like I said, they getting, from what I heard, is $7,000 per trailer. And you know, it's just sad to see, like, you know, what they paying the drivers, you know, for doing that physical labor it's not even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially like breaking down pallets, doing pot and soil. I'm like, you know, you shouldn't be walking out that job with nothing less than $1,200 a week after doing something like that. And even if you did one load, you know what I'm saying, you're doing a job of 5 people. Anytime you see trucks being unloaded, you see a team of people, you go to Dollar Tree, it's just you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got somebody to help you. But if you're a solo person, you ain't got nobody like me who, you know, I just moved to that area. You know what I'm saying? All my family live in New York. I ain't got nobody. So that's why you always see me by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot for one person. So, like I say, y'all, we up out of one of y'all. And I'm just checking in with you guys. It's been a while. I know I got a lot coming for y'all guys. So pretty much, oh, before I go, y'all, let me touch on this topic real quick. That new policy that they had with us having to load our trailers at the security booth in the front was nonsense. Like, I guess like they got tired of maybe, I don't know what ended up causing that to happen, but they wanted us to load the trailers at the security booth, and like literally like there was a bunch of crates and a bunch of rollers at the security booth, and like the line was like super long. It was like down the aisle, and you know, it's taking you forever to leave out the building. And I'm like, you know, if you guys don't want us to open the trailer doors, then you guys needed to have these trailers packed. Instead of y'all packing the trailers to the door, y'all should have left some space for you guys in the warehouse to put the rollers and put the crates. Everything should have been in that trailer for us to pick up that trailer and go. Not to have to be, you know, on the hunt, walking around the distribution center hoping that you find, you know, somebody left a bunch of crates inside the trailer for you to take, because there's pretty much no crates. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, survival of the fittest for crates and rollers. You know what I'm saying? And if you didn't have it, you pretty much was using products to stack your rollers on top of. So it was just a very barbaric thing with that whole system, with, you know, loading the trailer at the door with the crates and the rollers, and you know, the security having to be cutting the ceiling and all that. I was like, that's just a waste of time. But anyway, y'all, like I said, guys, sorry for being MIA for so long, guys. A lot's been going on. Like I said, I'm in the transition phase. I'm definitely have some new content on the way for you guys. About to put this video up for y'all. It's been a while, guys. I'm about to get out of here, guys. Right now, I'm tired, y'all. I'm going home. I'm about to be on my home time. So pretty much, guys, stay tuned for the new developments, y'all. I appreciate all my supporters, the people who have been here since day one of me on doing my journey. I appreciate you guys. Please keep watching. Please keep liking, commenting, subscribing, guys. The channel is growing. It's taking some time, but you know, we making our way, guys. All my supporters, I love you guys. Appreciate y'all for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna definitely have some new stuff coming out for you guys soon. We have the new job already, so like I said, anything from here is up. So stay tuned, y'all. I catch y'all in the next one. Peace.